La gente que me ha apoyado, muchas gracias. Se logró el cometido, el sueño. Después de casi 8 años, buscar la unificación, al menos por un campeonato más, se logró esta noche y pues estoy muy contento. A nombre de todo el equipo de Vaquero Navarrete, les queremos agradecer mucho y pues espero que nos sigan apoyando mucho, ¿vale? Muchas gracias, Top Rank, muchas gracias por todo y espero que esté muy bien. Ánimo, saludos.
I want to start this video off like this. This weekend's boxing may have not grabbed the attention of casual boxing fans that, normally don't, only tune in for the big fights. I know this weekend didn't seem like it was an absolutely huge weekend when it came to fights. Hardcore boxing fans knew what was going to happen with Emanuel Navarrete and Eduardo Sugar Nunez. We knew what was going to happen between ABEL, Ramos, and TAHMIR Smalls. We knew what was going to happen with EMILIANO Vargas getting tested against Agustin Quintana. My people, not only did Pro Box TV put on an absolutely fantastic card last night, but today, Emanuel Navarrete versus Eduardo Sugar Nunez just went to war. And Emanuel Navarrete is the new WBO IBF Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Junior Lightweight Champion of the World, whatever you want to call it. 3-division world champion, now with a record of 40 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. The reign continues for Emanuel Navarrete. He didn't call out Oshaki Foster as, right when the fight ended. He says he wants to take a little bit of time off. I was hoping as Oshaki Foster was in the stands, he went to that fight, was going back and forth with Raymond Ford. Absolutely exciting to see that.
No, because I'm on your ass. That's why you gotta fight me. You got to. You boxing. You eventually gotta fight me. You eventually gotta fight me. This is to get a belt out or fight.
But Emanuel Navarrete went in there and put on a beautiful, beautiful display of boxing. I thought he was going to get a little bit more dirtier in there to start off the early rounds, but he actually stayed behind that jab, was using his footwork, great combinations, and Eduardo Nunez was trying to come forward, but he really couldn't get it off. Was landing punches on Navarrete, but for every punch that Eduardo Nunez was landing, Navarrete was landing 4 punches. The relentless volume, the hooks, the combinations that Emanuel Navarrete had today was just a little bit too much, man. Sugar Nunez, his eyes were getting beat up. He had cuts on the bottom of his eye, the top of his eye. His eye was starting to close. It was looking bad. The ref didn't know what to do. They stopped the fight in the 11th round. They started. Boom. The goddamn ref is like, yo, we got to call the doctor. The doctor comes out and says, that's it, man. They looked at his eye many, many times. I thought they could have stopped it earlier than that because at one point, in between rounds, going into, what was it, the 11th round, you can see him sitting on the stool and his eyes closed. He can't open it. He couldn't see out of it. Emanuel Navarrete beat the hell out of his eye, dude. In what was another iconic Mexican fight, an all-out war between 2 tough guys, and I love the respect after the fight. Sugar Nunez grabbing the sombrero off of Emanuel Navarrete's head. We all know he's a fan of this guy. Respect to both fighters. Emiliano Vargas, a lot of controversy behind his stoppage, even though I thought he was beating the crap out of Agustin Quintana. I thought Agustin Quintana in the early rounds was landing a few, good punches every now and then. But Emanuel Vargas was staying good behind that jab, was using the footwork, was using the lateral movement, was ducking undershots, was countering, big right hands, but was getting clipped times in that fight. And, you heard the commentators talk about Agustin Quintana doing good work in there. But I thought Emiliano Vargas, especially in those last couple rounds, was putting it on Quintana. I know there was only 1 round left. It was a 10-round fight. There was only 1 round left. As round 9 finishes, they go sit on the stool. Quintana is right there, and they're telling the ref, yo, we're good, bro. The coach is telling him we're good, everything's good. And then the ref decides to stop the fight. I thought it was a bad stoppage. I will say this, though. You never know what can happen in the sport of boxing. He was beating the crap out of Agustin Quintana. I don't think letting that round go, one more round, letting it go to decision was really going to do any benefit for Agustin Quintana. I only had him winning at least 2 rounds. Maybe if you want to be generous, give him 3 rounds. I didn't see a shot for him winning that fight. I think that's what the ref was looking at. I think he thought in his head, like, we all know what's up with Pritchard Colin. At the end of the day, we want to be tough guys, but when you're losing in a fight and you're just, you know, you're getting beat down like that, the ref is trying to save you. But me, I was shocked. I said, man, they should have let it kept going. The guy was telling him. It wasn't like his eye was completely shut, like, you know, in the main event with Eduardo Sugar Nunez. But at the end of the day, Emiliano Vargas once again shines. That was definitely the toughest fight of his life so far. Was getting hit a few times, but in the second half of the fight, started to bomb on him, dude. And not only did he bomb on him, but Emiliano Vargas started to be tough. He started to be rough, started putting the pressure, you know, when you had homeboy was falling down on the ground, Emiliano Vargas was like, what's up? Get up. He was getting crazy with them. And I absolutely loved it. I know I see a lot of controversy behind it. I also think it was a bad stoppage, but at the end of the day, Emiliano Vargas, the Vargas dynasty continues, moves on. It was a great fight for Emiliano Vargas really to learn and see where he's at. This guy got a lot to learn still, but man, another great win, and I believe he moves on to now, what, 17-0 with 14 knockouts? Fantastic. Now, ABEL Ramos versus TAHMIR Smalls. I'm going to tell you like this. Go look at my prediction video where I said exactly what happened. TAHMIR Smalls was going to come out and look good in the first half of the fight. Round 1 through round 5, he was going to look good. But even in his last fight against that 6'2" welterweight dude, in what was his first 10-round fight, by the 7th round was already gassed out. And I said to myself, against somebody like ABEL Ramos, who continues to get better as round and round goes on, I figured that if TAHMIR Smalls wasn't able to get him out of there out of 5 rounds, and this started to go into the distance, it was only a 10-round fight, ABEL Ramos was going to take advantage of that. And that's exactly what it did. ABEL Ramos went in there. TAHMIR Smalls won, you know, the first couple rounds. After that, ABEL Ramos just started to show the experience, started to show the focusedness, the ring IQ, and gets it done. Beats TAHMIR Smalls as the underdog going into that fight. Experience beats youth. And I want to point something out, man. Wow. What a year it's been for Booseianis. I mean, Andy Cruz losing. You had Andy Cruz going up against Raymond Morataya with only, what, 6 fights on his record. Olympic gold medalist beat Keyshawn Davis 4 times in the amateurs. A lot of hype behind him. Training with Booseianis and Jerome Booseianis. Jerome Booseianis saying this guy's going to become one of the best champions in the game, one of the hardest to beat. Goes in there against Raymond Morataya, loses the fight. TAHMIR Smalls, trading out of Booseianis' camp, loses the fight. It's getting tough, bro. It is getting absolutely tough for Booseianis, man. Hey, dog. But it was an absolutely fantastic card. The Cardenas and Jordan Martinez fight, I'm going to make a whole entirely different video specifically for that one, because we got a lot of things to talk about when it comes to that fight. Martinez, absolutely fantastic showcase. I can't wait to make that video. But let me know what you guys think, though, man. That was my reaction to the main card today. Emanuel Navarrete, once again, the WBA IBF Unified Super Featherweight Champion of the World, 3-division world champion. what's next for this guy? He says he wants to take a break. I would love to see Shaquille Foster get in the ring with this guy and try to do another unification. Shaquille Foster got the WBC bout. But Raymond Ford is right there talking that crap. And when you talking that crap, Raymond Ford fighting at 130 pounds now. Since that Nick Ball loss. Makes things absolutely interesting. Let me know what you guys think though, man. I'm out.